Hi, this is Dawn with Open Range Academy, and today we're going to talk about the different leash and collar options that we use here for training. The first one that our puppies use when they come 8 weeks old, we put them in these little harnesses. It's just much easier to hold them by the back than the neck. They do not like being drug around by the neck. We don't drag them, but if you put any pressure on their neck, they tend to flop and wiggle and they'll sit and not want to go anymore. So we have just switched to using a harness. It's just a lot easier for them to learn. They feel like they have more control with it. I don't use harnesses past about 12 weeks, 12, 16 weeks. A lot of times that harness, like I said, it gives them a sense of control because you are connected to their core. So they are gonna start pulling and you're connected to the part of them that is the strongest, not their neck. So about 12 to 16 weeks, we switched to just a basic collar. It's got a click out. It's just really simple, hooks up to your lead right there. The one that I really like for my adult dogs that I use is called a Martingale. A Martingale collar slips over the dog's head. There's no clips or hooks on it to fasten it. It's really nice because it leaves them to have a nice loose collar on. And then when you want to, say, guide them somewhere, they're going into the house, into their kennel maybe, it gives you a little loop to hold. So it's easier for grabbing and just guiding pretty easily here. If you have big dogs, I do really like these metal clip collars. They're really well built, they're really thick, and really strong for, say, like a Saint Bernard or a Rottweiler type. This collar is a pinch collar. Now, some use this, some don't. A lot of trainers use it because they know how to use it, but this isn't one that we use very often. This is one that is for like a dog who is not taking correction basic from a Martingale collar. So if you're tapping it, and the dog is not listening at all, these actually allow you to correct a lot less. You don't have to use it very hard at all. It's just it's if you have a specific kind of dog that we will use these. This is actually my preferred. So I use this collar on all of our training dogs. This is called a Star Mark collar. Same idea as a pinch. All of the service dog trainers that I work with use these collars. So essentially what this one is like is the mother correcting. So it will feel tight at the back of the dog's neck. That's where they're gonna feel this. And these teeth are not sharp, but it's just something that helps give the dog a correction. So there's that one. The last one I like is a gentle lead collar. So this slips over the nose of the dog and this goes back up around its ears. Right here, I guess. And then the lead connects to here. So if the dog pulls, essentially the lead is gonna be pulling its nose back like this. It's for dogs that pull, but more often I use this for dogs that lack, what is the word? I apologize. They're not confident. So I will use this for dogs who need confidence. So we'll put it on, and this puts me in complete control of the dog, and a dog that doesn't have confidence tends to really rely on that, and they do better when you put them on this. So those are all of the collars that we recommend and that we use. Leashes, basic, okay? We use basic leashes when we're training. This is just a regular lanyard lead, one clip. With the puppies, when they're this size, I do have some skinnier ones because this is practically heavier than the puppy is when they get here, but you're just gonna use a basic lead. I do not use retractable leads ever. They're awful to train with and really not very good for you as a pet parent because you're not keeping control of that dog if it can go back and out and you can stop it at certain points. It's about keeping control. It's about the dog learning where it should walk and maintaining that by the hip heel. This one is for when dogs get older. And this is obviously a well-used lead because it's one of my favorites. I train with it all the time as far as my service dogs. So this lead has clips all over and you can strap it on to your shoulder and then hook it right up to the dog's collar. So it'll be a nice, perfect height down at the bottom there for the dog to just kind of hang on. It's hands-free. So when I'm going into the store and I have my phone and my wallet and my cards, I can do everything I need to do, and that dog is hooked to me. This is an all-time favorite lead. I really love this lead. The other really nice kind of lead you'll find is these. They're just, again, the basic lanyard, but at the base here, they have a grip for you. So you can walk your dog on the basic loose lead, and if you have a dog that has issues when people or other dogs walk by, this is perfect because you can know what's happening, reach down and hold on to that dog and talk to it. I would pair this lead with this collar and you would be set to train any dog anywhere. This collar, really quickly, and this collar are never to be left on the dogs. They are strictly for training purposes. Most people won't even leave collars on their dogs when they're at the house because a lot of accidents can happen where dogs get it stuck in the kennel or stuck somewhere and they can't use it very well. There's not a real good break if the dog does get stuck in something, and you could really hurt your dog. So generally we try not to leave collars on the dogs at all. And these definitely no overnights, only for training. So your hour a day, 20 minutes a day while you're training your puppy. So that's really it for today. Thank you guys for checking in, and we hope that you enjoyed the content.